could have at least let us in.
Well, it's absolutely absurd. Who ever heard the title of a carnival in microscopic lettering? The French have an absolute passion for economy.
They turned us away in the most humiliating manner.
Well, what do you expect, Uncle? Those people were holding a carnival of leaves. You can understand their reaction. Our costumes must have struck them as appalling. A carnival of leaves. Oh, what idiocy! Well, who ever heard of such a thing? It's dumb, a carnival of leaves.
Oh, what shocks me is how you could possibly confuse a carnival of leaves with a carnival of thieves.
Oh, well, you should have read the poster then, my dear. If your eyesight is so good.
But damn it! I mean, good heavens!
And furthermore, it's only on account of your ridiculous makeup that they wouldn't even let us inside to watch.
I'm sure I could have gotten in myself. You know, it's strange that they thought I was going as a pansy.
Well, naturally, we could have all gotten in except for them. It's all their fault. Oh, my word, what poor taste. Would you look at them? They call themselves Apaches.
Right. But for a carnival of thieves,
Leaves,
it seemed to me...
leaves. You're going to spend the entire evening calling it Carnival of Thieves.
Papa, don't excite yourself. Madame? Madame, we are so terribly sorry.
And we will not do it again.
Now is not the time for apologies.
Could we not, perhaps, while away the evening, just as we are, among ourselves, so as not to make a complete waste of our efforts?
Edgar, you're crazy. Oh, let's all go upstairs and get undressed. And then we'll all play bridge. One last invigorating round.
If I had known that we were going to play bridge, I would have preferred to keep my mustache.
So would I. Oh, my dear, can you forgive me for an evening wasted?
No, an evening is never wasted.
The next time, I promise you, I'll read the posters more carefully. And we'll be in better company.
I got a ring on my excellent.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Things aren't going so good. They're going bad. Very bad. Those fellows are here for the exact same reason we are. It's obvious. Everything is going very well for them. But we have not really had too much luck.
Although, Papa, we did achieve a truly magnificent makeup job.
Not for a carnival of leaves.
Can you imagine that? The idea of organizing a carnival of leaves.
Oh, yes, but what's worse, imagine reading Carnival of Thieves on a poster when it says clearly right there, a Carnival of Leaves. That doddering old fart.
Papa?
Well, what is it?
Papa, look at the wall.
The wall? Well, so what?
The Fragonards.
You should know by now, Didier, that at times like this I don't feel like putting myself into an ecstasy over a bunch of old paintings.
But, Papa, the Fragonards are not on the wall.
What of it?
The candelabras, Papa, somebody has taken them. And the little enamels, and the snuff boxes, and all the drawers are open. Oh, Papa! Papa! There has been a burglary here.
Of course, there has been a burglary here, that's obvious. What are you looking so happy for? This does not improve our situation.
Papa, you don't understand, do you? That if they were robbing here while we were at the casino, then the suspicion can only fall on the one person whom everyone noticed was absent, oui? Now, Papa, tell me. Who is the one person whom everyone noticed was absent?
Young Pedro.
Of course, young Pedro.
Yes. Then that means in that case, those others are his accomplices?
Of course, they are his accomplices. You see, they came along with us so as not to arouse any suspicion, huh?
Yes.
But at this very moment, Papa, they are making a clean getaway, or will have done so very shortly.
Yeah, you are a magnificent creature. You've given your poor dear old father a whole new lease on life. Come to my arms, let me kiss you. At last those scoundrels have exposed themselves. You know what this means for them? It's finished.
Oui.
For us, the prospects have never looked so bright.
Oui, Papa. But these criminals, Papa, they still must be brought to justice, oui?
Yes.
There must be no escape and no denials. Papa, let us telephone at once to the commissariat de police.
Bon, téléphonez.
Allô? Donnez-moi le commissariat de police, mademoiselle, vite, très vite. Allô? 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 Le commissariat de police?
Le Fragonard!
Ici, le billet de
Il y a
voyage.
de Christophe Gauthier,
Oui, les voleurs sont encore ici.
De
Vous
quel
aurez le
malade?
grand piège. Vite, très vite. Oui.
magnifique! Come to my arms, yay!
Papa, let us call everyone in and stun them, oui?
Yes.
Hello? Anyone? What is it? What is it? There has been a robbery committed.
Well, nowadays that's the sort of thing, you know. That would come as no surprise to anybody. But about?
Here.
Here?
Right here in the drawing room, as a matter of fact.
In the drawing room, are you sure?
Yes.
What did they take?
That's like a knock.
Draws were
Then the
everything.
Snuff boxes. See for yourself.
This is horrible. But then, I expected as much.
So did we.
Do you know who did it?
We got an idea.
So have I. My dear child, we've just been burgled.
What?
The Fragonard.
Fragonards, the snuff boxes, drawers burst open, 2 doors, everything gone. Burglary.
Well, I'm relieved to hear about the candelabra. They were hideous. But the Fragonard, that's a bore.
Eva, at last I've got it.
No!
Ah! At last! It's him! My dear detective, my dear fellow, you've no idea how perfectly timed your arrival has been. Not a moment too soon. We've just had the most frightful burglary. We suspect some impostors whom we've been entertaining as house guests due to some inexplicable whim of my cousin, Lady Herb. You must lay hands on these fellows at once. Detective.
What's the matter with you, Uncle? This is Prince Hector. Hector, do take off that silly beard.
See, it is I, your lordship, Prince Hector.
Don't you think you've been playing me for the fool long enough, young man?
What? No.
I am willing to entertain jests in questionable taste, though they may be for a man of my years. But to repeat them 8 or 10 times a day.
No, I assure you I have not been playing you for the fool.
No, you have not been playing him for the fool. You stay just where you are, everything's going to be just fine.
What's going on here? Am I accused of something?
Prince Charles, I beg of you, leave Prince Hector alone.
Thank you, Eva, thank you. This is an outrage. What is this? This is sheer lunacy.
What is all this shouting? You're making a dreadful din.
You positively cannot even hear yourself talk. Appalling, frightful, the most dreadful burglary. I told you that he died.
Please, don't all talk at the same time. I can't understand a word you've said. First, let me sit down. I'm exhausted. Now tell me the whole story.
Excellent idea. Tell us the whole story. I told you very explicitly that the Duke of Miraflores...
Everything! Go on! Marguerite! Stolen!
We had a burglary, Aunt Emily. A burglary? Yes. While we were gone, they stole the miniature enamels of Fragonard's and, if you can believe it, the candelabra.
Yes.
Oh, good. They were imitation bronze.
I told you.
Probably one of the servants, I shouldn't wonder. Oh, are they all here?
We must call the police at once.
No,
Why not?
because I said no. I simply do not wish to have policemen in this house.
But, madame, we have already telephoned the commissariat de police.
My dear monsieur, have you forgotten your manners? Am I not the mistress of this house? I beg to remind you that whatever else may go on here, this is my home, not yours, and I'm in charge here, not you. Seems to me you've been singularly devoid of restraint for the past several days now.
However, madame, we insist my son is
Even
safe
bring
here.
through at once to the police at once and tell them not to come after all.
Too late! They're here already! Hold it!
Telling me you're not to
You're getting away!
You must know me. We'll save you.
This is my house. I'm in charge here. I'm the
You will be taking my hand in your
What a relief. For 3 weeks those people have been in my home. I hadn't the least notion of how to get rid of them.
And to think I came here to cure my liver.
Eva, run up and get your uncle his smelling salts. My dear sir, you may as well stop laughing now. You have no reason to laugh. I know very well you're the real thief.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Give me back my pearls. You haven't been very smart. Have you much luggage? Would it take you long to pack?
Oh, no.
Then I suggest you go upstairs.
There you are, my lady. The desperados are in good hands. Father, aren't you feeling very well?
No, he's not feeling very well. In fact, I suggest it would probably be best for you to take him along with you up to your rooms.
Really, Father? What seems to be the trouble, huh?
You know perfectly well that the Duke of Miraflores died in 1904.
I've known that for quite some time, my dear.
It's that old joke again.
The Duke died in my arms. Or nearly. So you see, I knew who we were dealing with all along. Only it turned out to be so very boring, my poor dear Edgard.
Hey, what's going on here anyway?
You imbecile, I've been trying to tell you for an hour. We've been caught, but she's letting us go.
Well, they arrested the others.
Oh, messieurs, I'm sure you don't wish to await the arrival of my friend, the Commissioner of Police.
What are we accused of? We have been with you all evening.
This is no time for tricks. We've got to get out of here.
But my dear father, I don't understand. We are your guests, madam. And this robbery is no reason to treat us, the Miraflores, the grandees, in such a disgraceful manner.
The Miraflores, the grandees. Oh, la la, you've got to get out of here.
My dear fellow, why don't you go along as long as everyone seems to think it's best?
I'll not endure this attitude, double crossing. I'll not endure this abuse. And if you find our presence undesirable, I shall laugh mockingly. Do you hear me? Mockingly. In the face of your utterly false and injurious assumptions. There is someone, however, who does not share your opinion of me and who finds my presence most appealing. Eva, my sweet, I finally found my real face.
I don't know why the commissary...
The Hector, we've got to get out of here. She's calling the Commissioner of Police.
It's going to turn out all right.
I haven't the faintest notion of what's going on. What's he up to now? Another one of his practical jokes. That young fellow does far too much of that sort of
thing. Edgar, if this headstrong child falls in love with him again, the situation is hopeless.
Eva, my sweet.
can put back the necklace, but I still have the ring.
The poor old fellow. I let him keep the ring. Well, all told, they've been with us for 15 days now, and it can't be right to make them waste their valuable time just to amuse ourselves. Well, there's the profession that can't bring in all that much.
The one thing I can't figure out is where does that nice young fellow fit in?
Yeah?
You know, the youngest thief. That young man there. The nice one.
Juliet! Oh, where is Juliet? Juliet, she didn't come to the carnival. She's upstairs in her room in the upstairs room. In the garden. It's an impossible idea. Oh.
What idea? I don't understand. And my long faces, I mean, well, the trouble's all past now, isn't it?
No, you imbecile, the trouble is not all past. That nice young man has carried off our Juliet along with the paintings from the drawing room. Oh, Edgard, I've been telling you for weeks now to be dynamic and decisive, energetic and peppy, and to take some precaution to avert such a disaster. She's not upstairs. The servants are searching the garden. Oh, this is horrible.
Juliet? Our little Juliet stolen?
Yes.
But she's such a big girl now. I mean, she could defend herself. She could have called out for help. The place is crawling with staff.
But don't you understand by now that he's seduced her? Well, he'll compel her to walk the streets.
The streets? Oh, the streets!
Yes, you despise him, I know, but I love him. Don't try to talk to me. I want to go away with him because I love him. So don't try to tell me anything. I would only live to hate you for it. Oh, Gustave, why did you bring me back here? No, stay here. Or let me come with you. Did you find me too stupid? Too naive? Is it because I fell asleep beside you in the automobile that you don't want me anymore? Oh, it's true. One isn't ordinarily supposed to fall asleep on the night of one's elopement. But I was tired, my darling. And I usually go to bed early.
What does she say?
Now be quiet. It's very pretty what she says.
No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. You can say whatever you like. I'll never be ashamed. I want him to be my lover, since you'll never let him be my husband. Look, everyone. I'm going to kiss him right in front of you.
I love you, Juliet.
You see, we're kissing right in front of them.
They're kissing.
Yes, they're kissing. Well, what of it? Didn't it ever happen to you? My, but they are charming.
Charles, do you remember Emily?
Oh, don't they make a delicious couple?
Oh. Delicious. Remember the Crystal Palace?
Look, they're both the same height. Oh, what a profile. Such exquisite shyness and, oh, yet such strength. Will make the perfect dream husband for our terrible, lovely little Juliet. Edgard, what are you trying to talk me into? He's a thief.
Yes, a thief.
Well, then it's out of the question. We're out of our minds, and we must leave here immediately.
Oh. Wait! Wait!
Eva, where is your uncle going?
I'll never leave him. I'll never leave him. I'll never leave him.
We love each other.
Well, I understand that, but what do you expect me to do? I mean, you're a young ne'er-do-well, if not worse. You simply must leave here at once.
If he goes, I go with him.
Well, this time we'll stop you. And as for you, you're beginning to get on my nerves. Would you please go? Would you get out of here? Would you please get out? Would you get out of here?
Are you 20 years old? Yes? Hold your head a little higher. More in profile. Ah, there, perfect. Now, the birthmark behind the ear. Ah, good. Do you recognize this medal? No. Well, it doesn't matter. You are my son, my long-lost son. It was stolen from me when you were a sweet little baby.
Edgard, have you gone mad?
Let go of me, monsieur. I don't know what your problem is, but what's the matter with him?
Can you deny that a natural son was stolen from me when he was a sweet young baby? Can you deny that you have doubts about your paternal ancestry? No, no, 1,000 times no. You are my son, my son.
Oh, but it was wonderful, Gustav. It was wonderful,
No! It won't work.
What won't work?
Well, I'm quite certain that I am not your son.
Sir, for 20 years I have prayed heaven to restore my child to me. And now that heaven has seen fit to restore him to me, my own child refuses to accept me as his father.
Well, no, all this garbage, it's just another little game because you know that Juliet is in love with me, but I won't fall for it.
Well, at least he's honorable.
It's horrible, horrible to think that my own child rejects me.
Well, no, I don't believe you. No, it's kind of you what you're doing. It's really very kind, but I can't. I don't belong in your world.
I really find it sad that this boy should be the only one amongst us to suffer from class consciousness.
Horribly humiliating to find that after 20 years your own child doesn't know you. Henceforth, I shall drown myself in sorrow. I am drowning myself in sorrow. How long are you going to let me drown?
I think, monsieur, you might perhaps reconsider, now that you see how much your father is suffering.
Oh, no, actually, I have no reason to.
Oh, but you have. Come with me into the garden as you did once before. I'll show you your reason. No, come, come. I mean, it won't kill you just to step into the garden for a minute.
Edgard, it's not true. You never had a son stolen from you as a sweet young baby.
No, it's true. That's just a picture I cut out of a magazine.
Edgard, Here you've been acting like an imbecile for 50 years, and yet you thought that up all by yourself. Oh, she'll be so happy. Oh, yes. And I suppose I'll have to go on playing my stunning role as the charming young woman successful in everything. Oh, my poor dear Eva. Well, what do you expect? Our lovely little adventure is almost over. We are going to find ourselves floating all alone, you and I, like a couple of old corks. It's only for those who have played it with all the vigor of youth that the comedy is a success. And then only because they were playing their youth. And that succeeds always. And they weren't even aware that it was a comedy.
I am the detective from His Majesty's service at Scotland Yard.
No, you don't. I want you this time.
Oh, stop that! Stop that!
Do you mean to say that's your real...
Of course it is, you idiot.
You're really a detective from Scotland Yard?
I believe that is what I have just told you.
Well, you're too late. The play is over.
In that case...
Oh.